welcome back to your favorite channel, Shiko Hope TV USA. My name is Shiko Hope and this is your home of hope. Here we say inawezekana, it is possible. So we are back with Greencard or DV2024 series. Yes, this time we are not playing, we are not joking. This thing, we have to do it. So the other time, we came here, I came here and I reminded you about this thing. And today we are going to go deeper a little bit about what to avoid or mistakes to avoid when you are doing your diversity visa lottery application. So let's get right into the video. My name is Shiko Hope, your green card girl, and we are talking green card things. So these are the mistakes that you need to avoid when you are doing a diversity visa application. We need to pass our exams with flying colors. We have been doing this for the last 2 years. Actually now, yeah, in the third year, if I'm not wrong. So you need to, if you have been following Shiko Hope, now you know what to do and what not to. But you know, as a teacher, I have to remind you, you too, you need to revise your notes well so that you can pass your exam in at each and every time you have an exam. And our exam this time, or our exam every year, is the diversity visa application. So these are the mistakes that you need to avoid for you to increase your chances of being selected. This is it. So diversity visa lottery or registration, you are supposed to submit only one entry. Only one. Right? Don't say, oh, I can apply as many times as I can so that I can increase my chances of getting selected. If you do that, you will get into a disqualification, and that will reduce your chances of getting selected to 0. So it's good to adhere to the rules and regulations, and one of the rules is one person, one entry. It is like one person, one vote. The same thing here. One person, one vote. Shiko, I can't go there and increase my chances by applying twice, thrice, 4 times. No. If you do that, you'll be disqualified. But there is always a but, right? If you are married, I am married, you are married, right? If you are married, your spouse can apply and cover you. You can apply and cover him or her. This is how it is done. You go there. On that form, you write all your details. They ask you, are you married? Okay, marital status, married. Okay, if you say that you are married, now the details of your spouse comes up, and you indicate them. What is his name, his last name, his middle name, his first name, date of birth, all those, you include him. When he goes to apply, he includes you. So you start 2 chances of getting selected. You can win through your own application or through your spouse application. That one is for the married people. If you are single, you only have 1 chance, and that is your own application. No more covering or coverage from anybody else. If you are a teen, maybe you are 18, 19, 20, 18, 19, 20, 21. You start some more chances. If you have both parents who qualifies to apply, now you start more chances than the single person who is above 21. Are we together? Yes. So that is how it is done. That is how it is done. Avoid that one mistake of double or triple entry. But you can increase your chances through those ways I have already mentioned. Another thing that you can, or this is another mistake that you can avoid, is photo Photo requirement. During the other video, I told you that you need a photo, a passport photo, for your application to complete. Yes, you need to submit a photo. And that photo is not only for the applicant, it is for everybody who will be included in that application form. For example, you are married, you are blessed, maybe you have one baby, you have 2, you have 3, you have 4, you have 5. How many you have? They are your dependents, so you will have to include them in the application. And each one of them, including yourself, you will need to produce or to submit a passport photo. This passport photo, it has its own specifications. We are not going to look at specifications now in this video, because there is another video I will do specifically for the diversity visa photo. So watch out for that video. Once you go to a cyber, because you need to get a photo. If you are a professional photographer, good for you. If you are not a professional photographer, go get someone to take a photo for yourself and for your family, if you have a family. And those photos should meet the Greencard diversity visa lottery specification. It is not only a passport. It has to have those things that we are going to discuss in our next video. If this video will, maybe you will watch this video after the other video is released, the link to the diversity visa photo will be linked here in this. So can you check below if there is a link to the diversity visa photo requirement video? If it is there, go and watch that video. Now, each and everybody needs that. I understand, yes, we might be having some children who will not stand still to get the photo, but try and get the photo that is acceptable. So watch out about that photo. Another thing, another mistake that you that can lead you to disqualification, or that you can try to avoid for you to increase your chances of getting selected, is the date of birth. Yes, in America, we write our date of birth very differently from how maybe you write it from your country. Like myself, where I come from, we start with the dates, with date, month, year. Date, month, year. 22 September 2022. When I came to America, it is the other way. We start with the month. So it is September 09/22 2022. If it was in Kenya, where I come from, maybe it is, let's say it's 5th of September, we like 05/09/2022. But here we like 09/05/2022. We start with the month, where you start with the dates. The same thing when you are doing the application. When you're doing the application, you write the American way. It is not the way you are used to. You write it the American way. So you'll start with the month when you are born, the date and the year. So watch out for that, because many people mess. You mess when you are doing your application. Once the results are out, you start trying to put in your details, but it is not going through because you mess with the dates of birth. Double check that form before you submit it, that application form. Double check it, triple check it to make sure that everything is correct. Dates of birth, yours, your baby's, your spouse's date of birth, please make sure everything is well. Start with the month, the year. Okay, the month, the date, the year. If that is what you do in your country, then you're good. You are used to that. But if you are like me, you need to double check everything. April, you check the month, everything. All right. Another thing that you need to check, or you need to pay attention to, is your email address. Your email address is very, very, very important in this diversity visa journey, because that is where you'll be communicating with them once you get selected. If you mess with it, then my sister, my brother, you'll be in a very big mess. So make sure that your email address you indicate there is the correct one. It doesn't have any errors. Make sure it is the best, and it is the email address that you are direct access. You have direct access to. Don't use anybody's email address. Don't use your mom's email address. Don't use your dad's email address. Don't use your child or your son's or your daughter's email address. Create your own email address. Creating an email address, if you don't have one, it's very easy. It takes less than 1 minute to create one. So if you don't have an email address, make sure you create one before you start applying, because you need it. Make sure you have the password for it and you keep it safe, because that is like your PIN. Can you give somebody your bank account details for him to maybe to transact? Can you do that? If you can't do that with your bank account, then don't do it with your diversity visa lottery. If you will go to a cyber, maybe you don't have access to any internet or maybe laptop or computer or a smartphone, maybe you'll go and do your application in a cyber. Don't let that cyber person use his email address. Make sure you give out your email address. Make sure everything is done on your own account, okay? Because you can't trust anybody with this process. There's some rogue cyber people out there who have been milking people out of money once they get selected, because they have access to that person's account, because they didn't use the client's email. So watch out. Watch out. We don't want to hear those stories again about the cyber person. They are very rogue. They are insinuating that I do this and that. I pay this amount of money. Be very independent. If you are aged, maybe you are our parents' age, you are 50, 60, and you are not aware about this computer stuff, get someone who you can trust. Go with him or go to a cyber that you can trust and let that person assist you accordingly. Another thing is, don't leave your confirmation number in that cyber. Don't leave it. Let me tell you, when you go to open a bank account, you are given you are given a card which contains all your details, your names, your bank account name, your bank account number, and everything, right? The same thing with this diversity visa lottery. When you go and do the registration, and you go home just like that without nothing, what did you do? You need something to show that I participated in this lottery, and this is the number that I was given. That is the account number. In the diversity visa lottery, it is called a confirmation number. Keep it safe. Let them print it for you. If you can't, some of them, but like nowadays, they can send you through your email, which is very safe. But if they can't, let them print it and give you a paper confirmation number. Keep it safe where you have put your title deeds or your car logbooks. Yes, because you'll need it in 6-7 months once the application is over, okay? So that is another mistake you need to avoid. And another thing is this: you can do application yourself. Application is very, very easy. If you are there, you have a smartphone, you have a laptop, you have a tablet, all these devices or the gadgets. If you have it and you have a reliable internet, my dear, you are good to go. Application is very easy, so long as you will have a photo taken for a professionally taken passport photo. This year I'm so specific with the passport photo, guys. Make sure that the person who will take your photo, he will send you through the email, so you can just attach it once you are done with the application and you'll be good to go. Many people do application themselves and they get selected because it is very, very easy. If you can't do it yourself, then go to the cyber, which will help you to do the application, and you'll be good to go. But make sure that all the details inserted or anything indicated on that application form, you double check, you triple check to make sure everything is correct. Because once you hit the submit button, the button will close forever. It will open once the results are out the following year. And that takes me to the next mistake to avoid. This is avoid unnecessary errors. That, oh my gosh, oh, we have just submitted. I just remembered I made a mistake somewhere. Let me now do another application with the correct information. If you did an application and you later realize that it was a mistake somewhere, let it remain like that. Let it remain like that. Don't try to do another application to correct the other mistake. No, that will be counted as a double entry, which we said it is not acceptable at all. Another thing that you need to avoid, or another mistake that you need to avoid, is leaving out any of your family members. Maybe you are like, now you are running ahead of time. You are like, oh my gosh, I have a 2-year-old. I am a single mom. I don't think I will make it with being a single mother in America with this little one. Let me leave her out of the application because he will give me stress once I go to the America. I will go alone, and then when I settle, I will come get, where? Please, please, please don't try to leave out any of your child or children or whoever. Depends on you. So long as he or she is your child, be it biological, adopted, or step. And being adopted, meaning you have the documents to show that this is your adopted child. Not that my mom died, so I took care of my sister as my own, so I will include that sister of mine in that is not your child. If you need to include him, then get adoption. Get an adoption. Adopt her legally. Get the documents, and with that, you'll be good to go. But you can't say that she's your adopted daughter and you don't have anything to prove. These people, they all need documents to prove. You can't go there with a word of mouth. No. Where is the document to show? So avoid leaving any of your child out of the application, insinuating that you will not make it to the US. I have seen many people regretting that decision. They really regret. Because, let's say for example, you have a 2-year-old, maybe you have a 1-year-old or some months old. You are a single mom. You think you will not make it in America. Like these people who is going to apply this year. We are in 2022, right? And we are applying for DV2024. So those are 2 years to come. How old will your baby be when you'll be processing for your visa? How old? Do you know God can turn tables between that period and now? Do you know God can provide for you and you'll have a stress-free transition? Do you know that? Si inawezekana? Yes. So, if at all you come to the end, get to the end when your baby is in the records that she or he exists. That she or he exists, that you have a child somewhere. Include him and forget about it. Leave the rest to God. Many people do that and they regret forever and ever. They are already here in America and they are very stressed because they did that mistake. So you avoid that mistake at all costs because it can cost you big time. Include your babies and let it be in the record that they exist. We're going to come to that later when maybe you'll not be able to migrate with them. Maybe you'll not be able to migrate with them, but they are in the records, they exist. When you'll be going for your visa, at the embassy, you will swear, you'll take an oath that whatever you have written on those documents, it is the truth and nothing but the truth. So if you indicated that you don't have kids, that is the truth. That is the truth. There is no way you will come to the US, and because of loneliness and stress and thinking and a lot of confusion, you start saying, I want to petition for my child. Which child? You too cannot that you don't have any child. Huyo ametoka wapi? My dear, get that child indicated that she or he exists. Include them in the application. Provide their passport photos. That's all. Does it cost you to do that? Does it cost you? I know some of you are maybe out of the country, maybe you are in the Gulf working there. Maybe you have your kids back at home with their relatives. You don't have an access to get their photos. You are able to get their photos taken and sent to you to do the application. Or maybe you yourself, you can send the photos back home to a trusted cyber and they will do the application for you together with your babies who you have left back at home. Try to minimize your stress. This is, you know what, if you can avoid stress, try to minimize at all. Because this will cost you. It will cost you. Yes, you will get selected and you'll be happy, but then it will cost you big time. I don't want to dwell so much in that, but I have seen people making that mistake, and I don't want you to make that mistake. Wherever you are, maybe you are in your home country, maybe you are out of the country, make sure if there is any baby that is under your name or the certificate reads your name, include him. This goes to the baby daddies too. If you got a child somewhere and you ran away from your responsibility, but you know you have a seed somewhere that exists, include that seed. Tafadhali, don't say that the mom left whatever. Include that child. It is for your own good. Okay, so those are some of the mistakes that you can avoid when you are doing your application, your diversity visa lottery application. Remember, this is a lottery. So many people participate in this lottery, and the winners, or those people who are lucky to be selected, the selection is done randomly. But before the selection is done, of course they have to go through the applications and eliminate the rejected votes. The rejected votes are those votes like the double entry, triple entry, those entries more than one, that is rejected vote. So they eliminate that. They eliminate those ones which photos do not meet the requirements. They are left with the legit and the applications which are ready, which are eligible to continue with the selection process. So don't let your application to be eliminated before the selection is done. Let your application participate in the selection process. You might be the one who will be luckier. So thank you so much for watching this video. I will not be making long videos about this diversity, because diversity is a process. We'll be doing a video at a time, So next time we are going to look at something different and maybe an explanation of more of what we learned today. That will of course come about after your comments in the comment section below. So feel free to leave a short comment below. Maybe it is an opinion, maybe it is a suggestion, maybe it is a question. You are free to do it in a polite way, of course. Here we are all learning, and we learn a day at a time. And we are all learning. Me too, I'm here learning some things which I don't know. We learn every day, and you too, you are learning every day. This video is made for your own good. So if you see this video, can you share it with your friends, with your relatives, with your co-workers at work? If you are in a company, let them know about this thing. Let them know that this green card works. Maybe one of them will benefit. Maybe it will be you yourself, because of your generous. You are not that selfish to keep the information to yourself. So if the information is given by Shiko, who are you not to share? Can you share these videos? Share with your people. You never know. You might come here, maybe your neighbor, your friend, your coworker, and you'll be making those memories, how life was before you came to America. I know it is possible. It is possible, inawezekana. Thank you so much guys for watching. Let's meet in our next videos. Keep watching our videos, we really appreciate that, and together it is possible. So patana kwa comment section. God bless you until next time. Bye.